Good morning, everyone. My name is Shirley Fania Amanda, and I'm from Indraprasta University. And today, I will be presenting to you guys a final exam presentation of academic speaking for scientific purposes, with the theme using storytelling as a tool for language acquisitions. But before that, let me tell you about our outline presentations. There is 7 points that we will talk about today. First will be introductions. Second will be theoretical foundations. Third will be key pedagogical elements. Fourth will be language skill development. Fifth will be classroom implementations. Sixth will be digital storytelling. And the last one will be conclusions and key takeaways. Okay, in this slide, let me introduce you about what is actually storytelling is about. Storytelling is actually a social and cultural art of sharing stories. It is much more than just reciting a sequence of events, but it's actually an interactive and immersive experience where the teller uses their voice, body language, and imaginations to build a world that listener can step into. And also, storytelling is actually a powerful tool that can provide you with learning experience in a fun way. And it's actually a good start for beginner to learn language using storytelling. Before, I already tell you how storytelling is a powerful tools when it comes to English learning. But why? Why storytelling is a powerful tools when it comes to English learning, especially for beginner? Because first, it provides memorable context for language learning. Why memorable? Usually, when it comes to storytelling, the story will stay in our head even after a long period of time. And because of this, storytelling is really useful as a learning tool. Second, it reduces anxiety and creates a safe learning environment. When it comes to storytelling, there is no burden of learning. Just have fun and enjoying the stories. Third, it improves listening comprehension naturally. Because you enjoy the story, usually storytelling will make us pay more attention to the detail in the story. And it really helps when it comes to learning English. Fourth, it teaches discourse, structure, and narrative patterns. Fifth, it also encourages authentic communications. Because storytelling is actually an interactive activity. There is a person who tells the story, there is a listener, and after the person that tells story finish, usually listener will ask a question, give a comments, and try to retelling stories. And the last one will be builds cultural understandings and empathy. Okay, in this slide, let's talk about theoretical foundations of storytelling as a learning tools. And there will be 4 points that we will talk about. The first one will be storytelling as a transportations. Story as a transportation means the listener will be immersed in a story world. After that, there will be emotional connections. After they immerse in the story world, there will be emotional connection to the story. The story will trigger emotions and it will enhancing memory retentions. Third will be cognitive engagement. Story will activate multiple cognitive process. And the last one will be mental imagery. Storytelling will create a vivid description to create internal visualizations. Now, after talking about theoretical foundation in the previous slide, we will talk about key pedagogical element of storytelling as a learning tools in this slide. There will be 4 points that we will talk about today. The first one will be acquisition mode. Storytelling will shift the brain from a learning mode to acquisition mode, and it will create more relaxed environment of learning. Second, it will be a safe zone. Storytelling will create a low anxiety environment that encourages risk-taking in language use. Why? Because low anxiety environment will make the learner feel less burdened and be more creative. Third will be interactive listening. Storytelling will create active participation through prediction, repetition, and response among the listeners. And the last one will be post-story language use. It will extending language through retelling stories, discussion, and creative tasks. In this slide, let's talk about grammar development. There will be 4 P's that we need to know about grammar development. And these 4 P's consist of reading, matching, sentence completions, and creative writing. Reading as a first pace. Reading will help the learner to get exposure to the grammar in natural context. Second pace will be matching. After reading, the learner will need to identify patterns and structure of the narratives. Third pace will be sentence competitions. We will use guide and practice with scaffoldings. And the last one will be creative writing. The learner can do free production of target structures. In this slide, it's still the same as the previous slide. We still talk about grammar development. As you can see in this table, there is 4 P's of grammar development and the more specific activity that we can do to mastering grammar. And each activity has been arranged according to each level of pace. Now, in this slide, let's talk about developing speaking skills. There is 4 components of effective speaking practice. The first one will be story comprehensions. Using storytelling, it will help the student understand narrative structure more easily. Second will be contextualized vocabulary. Storytelling will help students learning words in story context. And it will create a fun environment of learning. The third one will be question answering. Usually, after finishing a story, there will be interactive engagement with the story. For example, asking a question about what is story about, what makes the story interesting, and so on. And the last one will be retelling. The student will be reconstructing and delivering the narrative with their own words. Now let's talk about classroom implementations. In this slide, we will talk about the implementation of using storytelling as a learning tools. And there will be 3 stages that we need to know about these classroom implementations. The first stage will be pre-storytelling or Act 1. In this pre-storytelling stage, we need to activate prior knowledge about what the story is talk about. Second, introducing key blocking vocabulary with visuals. For example, we show the student a pictures of a jungle and the vocabulary we will talk about it will related to the jungles. And the last one, make a prediction based on the book cover. We will create an interactive activity with the listener or the students. For example, you will show a cover book of Snow White and Seven Dwarfs or a jungle book, and you try to ask the listener what is the book about. It will setting the scenes and create more excitement to the listeners. The second act will be during storytelling. And this is an interactive performance where the storyteller need an energy, pausing for predictions, to build up the emotions, pausing for questions, and choral repetition. The function of this is to keep the listener or a learner interested and immersed in the story. You can also use pictures as a constant visual scaffold. And the last act will be post-storytelling. This is where you, as a storyteller and a teacher, need to check the comprehension of the listener or a students using sequence of pictures from a story. You also can ask the student or the listener to retell the story using puppets, role-playing, or retell the narratives. And the last one will be a create. You can ask the student to write a new ending, different character diary entry, and create the new story in their own mini book. Now, after talking about traditional storytelling in the previous slide, let's talk about digital storytelling. Digital storytelling is the modern approach of storytelling that combines video, animation, sounds, music, and narrations. The benefit of digital storytelling can enhance the willingness to communicate, reduce barrier when it comes to speaking, can develop digital literary skills, and can also enhance creativity. An example of activity that we can do using digital storytelling is the student can create and narrate their own story using multimedia with their own voice, image, animation, photograph, and so on. And the tools actually really simple. It can be using a Canva or PowerPoint with voiceover, or if the student have the ability, they can also using something like Photoshop and so on. And why digital storytelling is a really game changer? Because at the end of learning digital storytelling, the students will also become creator. It can enhance a skill for doing projects because in digital storytelling, it's demand script writing, rehearse speaking that need fluency and good pronunciations. It also really helps assign students to create a low anxiety environment where they can re-record anytime. And digital storytelling will also create a permanent portfolio with tangible finished product. Now, it comes to our last slide, the conclusion of this presentation. Storytelling actually not just an extra when it comes to English learning, but it's actually a linguistic bridge that connects a mechanical skill of language to the human need for meaning, emotions, and connections. It delivers rich, comprehensible input and provide a meaningful purpose for output. It transforms a classroom from a room of learner into community of shared experience. Thank you for listening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.